The syndrome that I have is amniotic band syndrome or Streeter syndrome, where part of the amniotic band breaks off from the womb and wraps around, the limb. I basically was born with part of my toes missing, and also it affected my face, which I've had plastic surgery and some other places. But my parents did the best they could and took me to great doctors, but I guess the doctors told them I would be fine as far as my feet, so they had one surgery just to try to correct some of the worst, and then that was it. So I did find it first, and I learned how to dance and to run and do all these kind of things. But I always started to get injured, especially in my 20s and 30s, and then now in my 40s. Finally, I found some physical therapists and doctors who were like, yeah, for sure, this is impacting you. So that really kind of put me on a quest to find out what I could do to correct it. 'Cause I was really feeling like if my toes were just a little bit longer, that I wouldn't keep getting all these injuries. Yeah, and I went to all kinds of like doctors and physical therapists, but I think they all were pretty much saying, it has nothing to do with my toes being partially amputated. So when I started looking around for things, I was basically told by a lot of doctors and even people who specialize in prosthetics that there was nothing really that would help. So they were saying, like, if you were missing your whole foot, it would actually be easier. I don't know if that's true, hard for me to believe. Right now I do have a lot of kind of control in my feet, and so what I really wanted to do is to be able to keep that control. But I was just wishing if my toes were a little bit longer. So a lot of my injuries are happening actually in my knees. Sort of like the middle part of my leg. So what I was wishing is like if my toes were a little longer, I don't think I would get injured this much. And so yeah, what I found is that with these prosthetics, they feel like they're actually my own feet. Like I thought they would feel like a different, like a piece of machinery or a piece of plastic or something like that. But like they actually are like the same shape as my foot. So I feel that they like it is just feeling like my feet are a little bit longer, which is what I was wishing for. But trying them out just now, I was very surprised that I could already try to run in them and felt safe. And I, tried dancing. It seems like I have less pressure on the ends of my toes that are not complete. And like I was able to try pivoting. Like that seemed to work really well. I feel like actually more stable, and that my feet are actually seem like they feel safer to stretch out a little bit because they're being supported better. Usually I feel like all of the muscles and fibers near my big toe are working overtime to try to like hold me in place when I try to do any moves. But in this case, it felt like they were more relaxed and just sort of like letting the, what felt like my own toes, my own toes do the work. But I think, in this case, it's the prosthetic. So that was really surprising.